appropriately sorted here. So here we go. I'm still working on it. Everybody has their coffee, I'm hoping. I need more. I need more coffee. So, welcome. I do want to be coming on here and doing multiple lives today, just to remind everybody that I'm over here. So, hopefully, this will show the notifications for people and let everybody know when I'm coming on. I'm just going to be doing some random, sporadic lives. No plans throughout the day, but I will be officially on again tonight, everybody, at 7 Central. But I will just kind of be hopping on and off today, like I have been doing for TikTok. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hi, Hitch. Hi, J Jack, Terry. Hello. So, usually, everyone, I will put everything together when I'm going to do a live over on TikTok, and then I just kind of hop on and off as the day goes on. But we're in the 7-day countdown to my official permanent move over to YouTube. So I thought I would go ahead and start doing my hopping on and hopping off over here instead of on the talk. So welcome in. Oh my gosh. I know it's frustrating because I don't have a definitive time for today, but except for at 7 tonight. But welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Yeah, I definitely need more. Yep. And good morning to you, Kimberly. Hello, Kaya. No problem. No problemo, Kaya. I'm always thankful for whatever time you have to hang out with us. So no worries. We're pretty light on the trolls over here, especially throughout the day. So no worries with that. I did want to come on though and kind of do a Q&A. I did a post earlier this morning on presidential immunity, and there are a lot of questions. So I thought I would come on and just do some questions. So I've got the immunity case here with me. Good morning, Colette. Good morning, Heather. And I thought we could just chat about it for anyone who's interested. Love the nails. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that. Yes, I have changed my nails. I don't know how long these will last. A couple days. And then I change my mind. So AQ World or a Quarreled Volcanus. I love it. I love it. All right. So Justice Breyer spoke out, but lukewarm. Really? Let me look that up real quick. Okay. Justice Breyer. See if he's got. Oh, there he is. All right. Defends federal judges under attack from White House. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm a secret. I love it. Well, yeah, that's good. I know Justice Breyer felt some regret when he stepped off of the bench. But yeah, so good for him coming out. It's nice to see that we have at least someone saying something. So there's that. There is that. I'm gonna have to do a post about that later. So, just as a friendly reminder, everyone, this is day. Hold on here, just a second. This is our 7-day countdown to my permanent move over here to the tube. Sorry, I've got entities scuttering around here. Oh, 6:45. Oh, we love it. We love it. So yes, so I'm going to be posting quite a bit today over here. So let me go ahead and grab my pen. One of the things that I think everyone is struggling with is this rhetoric out there. Mr. Trump seems to be putting it in a lot of his filings. His attorneys are saying it in court. It's being bandied about quite a bit that he has this absolute immunity. A sealing docket. Oh, I know, Bruce. I know. Oh my gosh. But he keeps using this language, and it's like fingernails on a chalkboard a bit because the language is incorrect. It's just absolutely incorrect language. We're talking in the immunity world that we have a very specific definition when it comes to presidential immunity and absolute immunity. So it's not just, everything. And in fact, the Chief Justice said, whoa, it's not everything. And so this language that they keep using is very, it's incorrect. Incorrect. Thought the world ended this is early. No, 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 no. I've traumatized everyone this week. Boxer mom, that's so funny. I've traumatized everybody. So that's another reason why. It's like, not every time I come on am I telling you the world's ending. Yes, misleading. Thank you. As I drink more coffee, everyone. Oh my gosh. Go Trump where? Where would you like Trump to go? Oh, it's okay. It's all right. We're okay. We're okay. So the first thing here, everyone, is I want to just ask, like, what is the pits of hell? Oh my God. What's the common understanding of presidential immunity right now? Let me just ask that. Almost had a no to prison. Okay, he didn't traumatize us. Trump has. I know, everybody. We're all traumatized to some degree. True, true, true. Yeah. So what's the basic understanding then? Crimes are a no. Uh, Official acts only. Okay. Okay. So right. Um, Right, for official acts, exactly. And then the question is, well, what's an official act? So, let's kind of ask about that. Under the guise of official acts is immune from prosecution. Okay. Well, whether he's doing what's right or what's wrong, he's not in compliance with the law. So, that's a violation of the Constitution. Official acts may have immunity. All right. Um, Hell sounds great. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. Okay. He thinks everything's an official act. And that's kind of probably one of the biggest problems is that he does think that. So, right. I mean, that's one of our big issues here. So let me show you a chart. I have a great chart. Many of you probably already have it here, which was set out by Lawfare, so you can go and pull this up online yourself. That kind of goes into exactly what we're talking about here. Yeah, it does. Oh, I know. Personally, I feel so hurt. Now, here's the question, right? We have to take a look and see what type of conduct does he have, and then we have to determine if it's official conduct or unofficial conduct. Now, something that I think is really important, and I'm gonna put the site up here, everyone, so all of you can use this here, the citation. So anytime anybody brings up this issue, then this is your citation point, all right? Here we go. We're on page 7. And specifically, they're citing the Youngstown case, which is huge. And it says, if the president claims authority to act, but in fact exercises mere individual will and authority without law, the courts may say so. So, this is the most important part, right? And what we're kind of dealing with right now in the El Salvador situation is that Mr. Trump does not have the authority to determine which acts are official and which are not. That is up to the court. And that is stated in one of our oldest cases, the Youngstown case, and then reiterated here in the immunity case. So this is it. This is the key. If the president claims authority, which he has been doing, to act, but in fact exercises mere individual will And authority without law, which is what the Alien Enemies Act is, he's claiming authority without proper law to back it up. The courts may say so. So they go forward and say that. In Youngstown, right, we held President Truman exceeded his constitutional authority when he seized most of the nation's steel mills. All right, so that again, everyone, that's your talking point. It's on page 7 of the immunity decision. So when we've got all of this crap going down in the courts right now, we have him saying, you don't have the authority to tell me whether or not I complied with your order. That's not true. There is no, I'm sure many people have heard this, there's no judicial review of a president's commander-in-chief powers. That's not true. Foreign relations, not true. The court has jurisdiction to decide what it is that he has the authority to use. All right. It has to be an established law. Not, well, if he wants to use law to deport people, it has to be an appropriate law. Yes. Yes. Right, right. So you have to have proper law. The Alien Enemies Act is not proper law. All right. It's not applicable. So he's using the wrong law. And the courts determine whether or not the law is correct. All right. So that I think is what I'm trying to say here, what I'm trying to get through to everyone. So Mr. Trump, again, when we're talking about everything that's been going on over the last few days, let me just pull that in here. I'm gonna grab that paperwork real quick. We're talking about and even what the Attorney General was saying, right? So she was on, the TV talking about how there's no authority. The judge has no authority. This is one of the filings from the Attorney General, right? So the Attorney General's office, Department of Justice, and right here it says the government maintains there's no justification to order the provision of additional information and that doing so would be inappropriate because even accepting plaintiff's account of the facts, there's no violation of the court's written order since the relevant flights left U.S. airspace, and so the occupants were removed before the order issued, and the court's earlier oral statements were not independently enforceable as an injunction. All right, so that's the language. So again, let's look and see here. The president's claiming authority to act. So he's saying he acted, and the judge determines whether it's not. All right. So over and over and over again, we're going to keep hearing this phrase. And the key case, of course, is going to be Youngstown and the immunity case. I couldn't believe she said that. Oh, I know. Yeah, it's okay. That we're all right with trolls. It's kind of like I feel like it's the witch screaming, I'm melting after the water. Right. So the trolls have all had the water. So they're melting. So they're screaming about it. Anyway, so that's kind of, sorry about that, everybody. That's one of the key pieces I really wanted to emphasize today. So the government stands on those arguments. Fine. But the law says the court's review. Let them melt. Fair enough. All right. So again, everybody, I know I keep saying this, but I'm hoping that it gets out there. And I'm on page 7 of the immunity decision. Again, courts determine the president's authority. That's set out in law. That is just the law. The courts determine the authority. So when we're talking about presidential immunity, and I wish someone would tell and explain that, or the other thing is they probably already have to the attorneys and various people involved. I was looking through the ethics rules, and I think it's rule 3.3 that requires candor to a tribunal, which means you cannot present knowingly false facts and information to a judge, and that's what we're doing. Sleepy Joe's ice cream cone. He's taking a nap. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that's so funny. All right, so again, I've taken some notes on here. I don't think they're going to get away with it, Terry. I think that's such a valid fear to have right now, and one that has also crossed my mind. But one of the things that we have to remember as we go through all of this and as the courts start shutting this down, is that it's going to be an incredibly slow process. And that's something that even I got tangled up in a couple of days ago, where I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this, just got filed. This is so awful. How is this happening? And then, stepping back and looking at it, like we're at the rate of molasses, and we mustn't forget it. So this isn't going to be quick. This isn't going to be a fast uh, uh, situation where we've got contempt, right? We have a hearing scheduled tomorrow. So there's that. But everything as we go through all of this is going to be very slow. I like to use the Austin Powers reference when there is like that big machine that's flattening everything, and he's just standing there saying no, like for an hour. That's the same thing. That's the legal system here. So that's how this is going to go. Now, something that I think is really also important as we go through acknowledging what's really going on, we have two orders that came out this week on the 18th. Oop, sorry everybody. Here we go. Two orders, and I'll be going through both of these orders and explaining what they mean and pulling out really key pieces. Anytime I go through these, any of these will all be over here on YouTube. I will not be going up on TikTok to go through this. This will be on YouTube. So the first one is the Talbot v. U.S. case out of DC, where we have this is such a huge case, everybody, where we had an executive order claiming that in order to be militarily ready, we could not have any trans people in the military, right? So he had an executive order banning transgendered people from serving in the military. And this judge came in and said, well, no, you can't do that. And it's an incredible order. And one of the things that we're seeing now in all of the orders coming out from the judges is they're being very clear about it. They're being very clear, and they're speaking almost directly to the administration. So some of the language that's being used here is very, very powerful language against the administration. Yeah, it's illegal to show people's personal documents issued by the court to an online stream, not professional. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Indic, I'm not sure what you're talking about with that. But yes, personal private information, like the information that's been taken by DOGE, that's right. That is illegal to pull that information. Is that what you're talking about? Has been a big surprise. I agree. And she's got a lot of potential. I'm excited to see where things go in the future. And I was pleased to see she recused herself. I thought that was a good move. I think she is setting a great example here. So again, this is that transgender case where we have court records are not private. Right, they can be sealed with requests. So, oh, are you talking about these documents that I'm going through right here? Help me out, everybody. I missed it. Pretty sure it's illegal to show people's personal documents. Yeah, I really have no idea what you're talking about. Oh my goodness gracious. These are all public documents, and they're not copyrighted either, because we wouldn't want to have any kind of copyright issue. Yep, here's the case number right here. Again, for the transgender ban in the military. He's talking about these ones. Okay. It's hard. And what I'm finding everybody over the last 48 hours is, you know, teaching, you want to go to where your students are at with their intellect. And I stand by that. But I did not realize that we were actually below a level, and I've never seen it before. So I've always been able to find some level to teach people at. It could be children, infants. I've always been able to find some level. But there's like this new level that I have stumbled across that is like lower than that. And I'm trying to figure out, there's not a lot of resources for how to teach people with that level of intellect that's below the lowest. So, yeah, these are all, of course they are. Of course they're all available, all public documents. There's a serious lack of understanding about civics laws. Right, agreed. 54% of Americans only agree to a sixth grade level. There's nothing wrong. All right, listen, everybody should be reading because it is amazing to be able to read. But second of all, sixth grade, that's respectable. The sixth grade reading level is absolutely respectable and can absolutely teach anybody at a sixth grade level. That's amazing. I mean, I don't recommend it for people who are older than sixth grade, but if that's all you have, that's still, we can work with that. We can absolutely work with that. That was the most polite take I've ever heard. Oh dear. Oh, no. Well, it's early. It's early, everybody. I'm just saying. I made assumptions about the sixth grade. Well, right. I mean, come on. Those 12-year-olds are working hard, man. 1/4 of these are functionally right. And read a third grade. I don't think that it's a reading issue. Now, I think we have reading issues. Don't get me wrong. I think we do, but I don't think the understanding is a reading issue. I don't think those two things are interconnected. So anyway, that's kind of my point here is I'm trying to say. I've been able to really catch most people, but the last couple of days we've reached an all new. It's like not even the lowest level. It's like, you know, underground. Reading and comprehension are two different things. Absolutely, Heather. Absolutely. And my goodness, our poor teachers right now. I think this needs to be like hug a teacher day, give them a fruit basket because they are struggling. And the one thing that I've noticed about teachers, everyone, and I'm talking about K through 12 teachers, they don't complain. They don't complain as loudly, as constantly as other professions. I mean, they'll come in and say, "Hey, this isn't right," but so they're basically just trying to get through the day, working their keisters off. These poor teachers are, and just being constantly pulled into the battle here. So I feel bad about it. I feel bad for them. I try to send them lots of fruit baskets here. So, fruit baskets for everybody. Again, this is that military case. Now, the other case I wanted to show you where we had another decision that came out, and again, I will be going through these on a live. It'll take a few lives to put these together here. My son goes to high school. They don't teach him how to write or how to sign his name. I had to do that. Oh, David. Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. I understand. That's what I'm saying, Terry. I'm just putting that out there. A lack of support outside of class. Exactly. Well, of course it is. Of course it is. Teachers can't do it alone. It's not a one-person job, and they're the only ones doing the job. So if they're the only ones doing the job, it's not gonna take. But here's the second order that came down, everyone, and this is out of Maryland. This is the probationary employees here, and J. Doe's 1 through 26 versus Musk. And this was a decision where this court just shredded DOGE. absolutely shredded the DOGE. So this one I thought would be a great way to start the day. Everyone. So I will go ahead and just go through the first couple of pages here to give you a little taste, to give you an appetizer. But I will again be going through all of these here on the YouTube. I cannot give you a definitive time. I will be going live on YouTube today, on and off, multiple times, and then of course at 7 tonight, 7 Central. So with that, let me get my sticky note up, and then we'll just go through the first part, kind of get our armor put on for the day. Here we go. So we have, this is the J. Doe's case. I am going to be updating the closet docket too as I go through. Now my closet docket updates, everyone, starting today. Again, we're in the 7-day countdown. I will be posting straight when I'm creating it. They'll be created just for YouTube. I may post them on the talk. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Need YouTube puppets, by the way. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look, I've got one. I've got that one. This is one of my favorites. Is it Boris? No, it's not. It's not Boris. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. I'm easily distracted this morning, everybody. Oh my gosh, I woke up saying this is the 7-day start, and I just got very excited. Well, hello, Kristen. Good morning. Oh my God, the crispy wig is animated. We're not playing around here. We're not playing around too much. Okay, versus DOGE here. So this is a case. Oh my gosh. So this is the opinion stating that the DOGE is bad. So DOGE is unconstitutional. That's basically what our judge is sitting out here. So constitutional. There we go. I'm really excited about our new journey here. I'm excited. All right, so let me go ahead and dive in, everyone. Again, I'm just going to be reading the first few pages here so you can kind of get the flavor of how frustrated our judges are, and what we're also seeing too in their decisions. The decisions that are being done by these judges, they're being very careful. And they're using the words very careful. They're writing it for the administration, and they're writing it to the U.S. Supreme Court. So here we go. Memorandum opinion. Since it was established by executive order on January 20th of 2025, the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, has sent teams of personnel to numerous federal departments and agencies, taking control of their computer systems and, in many circumstances, taking the lead in terminating numerous contracts and employees. In the case of the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID, which is what I'm calling it, DOGE and its leaders Elon Musk have also played a leading role in actions taken to shut down and dismantle the agency, which have included permanently closing its headquarters, taking down its website, and engaging in mass terminations of contracts, grants, and personnel. A group of USAID personnel now challenge DOGE's actions as unconstitutional. Specifically, plaintiffs, DOEs 1 through 26, who are current or recently terminated employees and contractors of USAID, have filed a civil action against defendants Elon Musk in his official capacity, the United States DOGE Service, and the Department of Government Efficiency, in which they allege violations of the United States Constitution, including the Appointments Clause, U.S. Constitution, Article 2, Section 2, Clause 2, and of the constitutional principle of separation of powers. This is the ultimate question. This is the ultimate question here. Plaintiffs have filed a motion for a preliminary injunction, which is fully briefed. The court held a hearing on the motion on February 28th of 2025, where the court finds the defendants' unilateral actions to shut down USAID likely violated the United States Constitution. The motion will be granted in part and denied in part. Now, some people have said, why is the judge using this language? Likely violated. And it's because we have to. He's not doing a decision making that, the law. He's not saying they absolutely did violate the Constitution because we haven't briefed it. We don't have hearings for it. That's not what this opinion's about, is that issue. That's not what he's writing about. That's why he's saying he's not holding that it violated. He's holding it likely did because it's too soon in the process to make that determination. All right, so here we go. Here's the background of the DOGE. On November 12th of 2024, President-elect Trump announced that the great Elon Musk, working in conjunction with American patriot Vivek Ramaswamy, will lead the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. Joint record here is his citation. Among the purposes of DOGE was to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies. All direct quotes. On November 20th of 2024, Musk and Ramaswamy published an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal detailing their plans for DOGE to cut the federal government down to size. So that's another thing here, is that we don't even have to go hunting for a lot of evidence. They just created it themselves. On January 20th of 2025, Trump issued Executive Order 14,158, establishing and implementing the President's Department of Government Efficiency here. And further down here, the DOGE executive order renamed its existing U.S. Digital Services as the U.S. DOGE Service, located within the Executive Office of the President. It directed the entity to implement the President's DOGE agenda by modernizing federal technology and software to maximize governmental efficiency and productivity. The DOGE executive order also established within DOGE the U.S. DOGE Service Temporary Organization, which is dedicated to advancing the president's 18-month DOGE agenda through July 4th of 2026, and is headed by the U.S. DS administrator who reports to the White House Chief of Staff. So let's bump down and see what the judge has to say about Mr. Musk. And it's not it's not particularly flattering, everybody. Number 2, Elon Musk. President Trump has identified Musk as the leader of DOGE. On February 11th of 2025, Trump and Musk held a joint press conference in the Oval Office to answer reporters' questions about DOGE. In a February 18th, 2025 joint interview with the Sean Hannity Show, because now that's a citation in all of our orders, Trump confirmed that Musk was working for DOGE, stated that he is a leader, and noted that, quote, he's got some very brilliant young people working for him, end quote. On February 19th of 2025, Trump told an audience of investors and company executives at the Future Investment Initiative Institute Priority Summit that, quote, I signed an order creating the Department of Government Efficiency and put a man named Elon Musk in charge, end quote. On February 26th of 2025, President Trump had Musk attend the first meeting of the president's cabinet, stated that, quote, one of the most important initiatives is DOGE, end quote, and told the cabinet that Musk was there, quote, to give you a summary of what's happening, some of the things they found, end quote. On March 4th of 2025, during his presidential address to Congress, President Trump stated, quote, I have created a brand new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Perhaps you've heard of it, which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight, end quote. So this whole idea that Trump has put forward saying, oh, well, he's just, advisory, because that matters based on the statute and whether or not the committee or this group was legally made, it matters. And so he's coming in here and he's stating it over and over and over again, where he is seeing Mr. Musk in his role here. In discussing Musk's role, Trump stated that he signs an executive order. It gets passed on to Musk and his group which is, huge. And they're all getting done, end quote. He further stated about Musk, quote, he would take that executive order that I'd signed, and he would have those people go to whatever agency it was. When are you doing it? Get it done. Get it done. And some guys that maybe didn't want to do it, all of a sudden he's signing. He just doesn't want to be bothered. So those are direct quotes. President Trump stated DOGE is acting at my insistence. February 13th, Trump told reporters that Musk answers to me. For his part, Musk has described DOGE as a support function for the president and for the agencies and departments. And that one of the biggest functions of the DOGE team, is making sure the presidential executive orders are actually carried out. And so that's a little bit different goal, right, than updating systems. So if we've got a group here, let's go back to 1930s in Germany. Let's say we've got a group of people loyal to a leader who are there to implement the leader's orders. What would we call that group? So that's what we're looking at when we're looking at the DOGE situation, everyone. Public statements and posts on social media platform X, which is owned by Musk, suggests he has the ability to cause DOGE to act. February 2nd, Musk promised on X that DOGE will fix it, referencing the National Weather Service internal employee website's description of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, and DOGE later posted that the language was removed. So we'll fast forward a little bit here. And then the judge goes into further descriptions about everything. And then the DOGE activities here sets out the U.S. aid purpose, what they're supposed to be doing, what their job is here before it got shredded. And then let me fast forward a little bit through that explanation. He goes through each of the does. So we've got 26 of them. Let me just let's do a couple of the does so we know who brought the suit. Plaintiffs J. Does 1 through 26 are current and former employees of personal service contractors working for U.S. aid pursuant to their own individual service contracts rather than through a larger contractor between U.S. aid and a parent contracting company here. Plaintiff asserts that they have been detrimentally impacted here. Let me fast forward to one story. Let's get one of our does in here as a story. Doe 9. All right, here we go. Here, let's talk about Doe 9's story. On February 3rd of 2025, J. Doe 9, who is a PSC stationed with a family in a high-risk area in the Middle East, lost access to critical security application used by the United States government personnel to report dangerous situations and to access emergency assistance. Though access to this application was restored on February 24th, so 20 days later, J. Doe 9 continues to experience an incredible amount of emotional and psychological distress out of concern for safety of J. Doe 9's family should the security application be disabled again. So, it's not just about we're choosing to go with a different contractor here. This is revocation of critical essential services for the people involved in this organization. So moving forward, here we go. We've got the discussion of the injunction, the standing. So the judge is setting out how he has the authority to go forward, then talking about the injury in fact and the traceability of that. One of the if they didn't have, oh my gosh, I know, exactly, BC, exactly. So let's fast forward. Again, I will be going through this full opinion at a later time in explaining further. So let's just take a look at the conclusion here For the foregoing reasons, the court finds defendants' actions taken to shut down U.S. aid on an accelerated basis, including the apparent decision to permanently close U.S. aid headquarters without approval of a duly appointed U.S. aid officer, likely violated the United States Constitution in multiple ways, and that these actions harmed not only plaintiffs but also the public interest because they deprived the public's elected representatives in Congress of their constitutional authority to decide whether, when, and how to close down an agency created by Congress. Accordingly, the motion for preliminary injunctions granted in part, denied in part. The motion will be granted in that the court will issue accompanying preliminary injunctions. The motion will be otherwise denied and a separate order shall issue. So just to kind of pull it all together. Now, something else that is going on that the judges are doing after they're issuing these huge orders is that they are giving very specific deadlines for when different levels of compliance need to happen. So here they're saying we've got this restraining order in place and we're going forward on the injunction situation, and we want to make sure that they're in compliance. So I would say the eyes on compliance here, exactly 43 minutes. I need 43 extra minutes. The emphasis on compliance is just like razor sharp here. Laser sharp, razor sharp. I don't know, everybody. It's still too early. It's too early. So keep that in mind too with all of our closet docket cases. Every single one of those cases, and I think we're at 225 right now, are just under a microscope. They're being so carefully watched, so carefully made to make sure that they are in compliance with the orders. And that's why this whole situation with the El Salvador is like, leading the pack, because we have a judge who could not be any more qualified than to deal with national security and foreign relations issues. He's got the highest credentials. Could not find a judge with more ability to do that. And he is saying, you all are going to need to walk me through why you can't give me information. So we'll keep an eye on that. We have that hearing again tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern time regarding that. I'm getting a kid off to school. I know, I need to pull myself together. Oh my goodness. So that's tomorrow. I'll keep you posted on that. And if we have any more filings, also throughout the day, I will be doing some posts updating on the closet docket as well. I will be back again throughout the day, everyone. So make sure your notifications are on. I'll be kind of hopping on and off. I can't stay for too long. Got to save my voice. But I will be back then for sure tonight at 7 o'clock Central. And we'll kind of do updates on everything and do another Q&A. So with that, my friends, I will go ahead and sign off this like spur of the moment live over here as we count down the 7 days until I've permanently moved over here to the Tube of You. So I'll be doing my kind of pop-up lives over here now rather than on the talk. So take care, everybody. You can go and check out these under the live tab, and I will catch all of you later, everyone. Have a great day.